I'm searching for an apprentice. Someone to train in the art of righteous warfare.
I once ruled as your Meru. Then came a war I could not win. could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible. I'm thankful. Because now, I know what I must do. I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, create a new one. That knows not what it is lost, but only what it is.
Greetings, and hello to game number 1 between Community Pizza, nom 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 nom, and shh. I almost said shut up and rage. This is the problem with all of the rage-based teams. If I don't actually look at which one I'm casting, I just get them all jumbled. You have really aggro Ghoul elites. You have shut up and rage. You have rage against the game esports. Like there's, I almost said shut up and rage. I'm like, wait, no, I'm casting really aggro Ghoul elites right now. So it is game number 1. This is a 5-game series. So we have at least 2 more games after this, hopefully 4. You know me, I'm going the distance. I'm going for speed. Would you go ahead and have my co-caster over here? You doing a little stretch? So you got that. Okay, I can't get distracted. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about the cat. I'm, like, getting everyone introduced. I'm going to talk about stuff. This draft is going. We've got a lot of healer focus going on right now. We don't have Stukov. We don't have Rhaegar. We don't have Deckard. Brightwing and Anduin are still up. And here's the thing. If you ban one of the 2, I'm pretty sure your opponent's going to take them. Because, like, the 4 big healers, like, the 4 healers that are considered the top tier are Anduin, Stukov, Brightwing, and Rhaegar. So I expect to see Brightwing right here, right now. Come on. Don't keep me waiting. This is my second dual casted stream. I am on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you're following me over on YouTube and you want to watch YouTube, slightly better signal quality, slightly higher signal quality, then that's where you go. Twitch, though, Twitch is where all the talkers are, all the jabba over on the Twitch side. And it's actually really good for me because I ended up, like, casting YouTube early in the season, and then I went back from it because YouTube just has, like, because YouTube is a video sharing site, there's just, like, a mentality over on YouTube of, I'm here to watch this video. And nobody says anything during the game, and I felt really lonely. And so I started casting on Twitch, and now I get the instantaneous uploads of YouTube because they're right there. I'm broadcasting to YouTube, and then I also get the communication from Twitch. It's like the best of both worlds. I'm just like having a great day, and no one's taking Brightwing. What the actual heck? Guys, I made a prediction, and I could have saved it if, like, okay, well, Johanna's really good. That's not surprising. There's the Brightwing. Thank you. I was like, how is Brightwing not being picked up? Also, a bit interesting, we have Community Pizza taking both their DPS before the split. This means that I almost guarantee you really aggro is taking yet another healer off the table, probably Malfurion. Unless there's just someone they play really well, but that is certainly what I'm expecting. We do have the Sylvanas. Like, they do want to try and prevent some level of lockdown. 2 of the silencers are no longer around. Ooh, Lucio also. Actually, it could be Malfurion or Lucio. I could very easily see either one of them here. What the? What the? I'm just going to stop making predictions because these teams are making me look like a fool. I'm not here for it. I'm not okay with it. I am the head caster. I'm supposed to know this game. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about, and they're just like intelligent drafts following a strategy.
Abandons no man.
But it does look like, oh, interesting. So we have Malthael in the offlane, and then Uther as either the tank or the healer. Probably the healer, but usually you see Uther with a big old beefy comp, and that is not what we see here. So honestly, I'm a little bit worried for Community Pizza. Like, I feel like really aggro Ghoul elites are in a position to snap some necks. And I'm not 100% sure that this is the outcome that they need to have.
I will not be denied.
We also have Tychus, and don't get me wrong, Tychus is a top-tier pick. Tychus is a really good hero. I'm not being like, oh my god, Tychus, why would you play that? But you're playing Tychus into a Tassadar and a Vala and a Malthael. The only thing that makes the Tychus make a little bit of sense is that Uther does like to use a lot of like armor with his heals, and Tychus just does not care about your armor. He does percent damage, so armor does nothing to Tychus. But still, it's like the enemy team is made of paper. I kind of feel like a Greymane would make more sense here. Just rip them limb from limb. But we're going to the game right now. I will get the predictions up for those of you on the Twitch side, and I will get the intro roll up for those of you on the YouTube side. Although Twitch can watch too. See you in game. Alright, coming into the game. First of all, before I introduce the teams, I will say to any Rage-aholics out there, you may be looking at the predictions, you may be like, Raka, why does it say Aggro Ghoul Elites instead of really Aggro Ghoul Elites? Well, thank you for asking. It's because really Aggro Ghoul Elites is actually too long for a prediction, so I'd have to cut something, and so I was just like, well, you know what? If I have to not do the whole thing anyway, I'm just going to cut off a whole word, make it easier for myself. Yes, now it's Community Pizza versus Age. Shane is coming out on the Malthael. Bayonet is going to be on the Mal'Ganis. We do have Tassadar being played by Gerudo King. Dr. Kriz is coming out here and playing the Uther. And then Valhalla is being played by Pedo. Meanwhile, on the side of really Aggro Ghoul Elites, we are going to go ahead and have El Grundla coming out on the Johanna. We have Dauntress on the Hager. Archangel is going to be playing the Ghoul Daniel. We do go ahead and get Lagwagon, being very gutsy. Lagwagon, I fear for you, but is going to be okay playing that there Brightwing. And then lastly, we do have K for K coming out here on Typhorcus. Dauntress, I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Yeah, a lot of damage. You do go and have a teleporter for Brightwing. Thankfully for Dauntress, but Shane does not yet have level 4. Malthael's damage goes through the roof at level 4, so it's actually really, really, really good for Dauntress that we were still at level 1 at the time. Looking at our level 1 talents, speaking of level 1, we do go ahead and have Journeyman Cooking coming out from the Hager. Punishing Arrow will be coming out from the Valhalla, and we have Hammer of the Lightbringer, so far up to 2 stacks. And lastly, we do have Cardaean Kadaran Amulet, there we go. I'm like, I know how to pronounce this, I know what it's supposed to sound like, and the words that comes out of my mouth keeps not being the thing that I want to say. Kadaran Amulet, there we go. I am too much of a StarCraft fangirl to not be able to say that correctly. So we have a slight experience advantage for Community Pizza, cemented by the fact they're about to pick up this camp, although here comes Archangel, does see that, but nothing he can do. All filled up with nowhere to go. So they do have a nice little combo train. They've got Gerudo King to go ahead and stop you from running away, and then they've got Sleep from the Malthael, and they've got Hammer from the Uther. Vala until level 10 doesn't really have a stun, but then she'll have one. Got a little bit too far in there, Johanna. There's K4K going dead for dead. No, K4K actually survived. How is? I disagree with this. Once again, these Divi teams making me look like a fool. We do go down Dauntress. Dauntress comes up. Okay, yeah, you need to... He actually blocked himself off from attacking the guy. He's like, there's a loot horde in the way, help! Oh my god, Dauntress! Oh my, this is the best way to start this series, I'm just saying. I'm supposed to be a better caster, I'm supposed to be more professional, but this is just amazing. I'm not laughing at Dauntress, I'm laughing at the situation. Okay, moving on. We do have the first shrine is active, and we did go ahead and get really Aggro Ghoul elites, did get their camp. They didn't have that stolen from them, so that's good. Would it be trolling to have someone clip that? I promise I will not put it in the season trailer for season 17. Alright, we do go to have Dauntress goes ahead. It gets a little bit too far in. The lockdown coming... I was saying I was a little worried for Community Pizza because I felt like they were just a little bit too, like, made of paper and they would get taken out. But I will say, to the other side of that, I'm not sure the burst is high enough. Like I said, we don't have a Greymane. We don't have, like, a Li Ming or a Jaina. So a lot of these like really high concentrated burst comps that would just shred through this team. Like Tychus does some really good damage, doesn't care about Uther, but I'm not 100% sure that he does damage quick enough to be able to punish the stun-horrific team that they're running up against. We do go to have the Mortar Punisher coming out. Mortar Punisher is the best one to push with, but the worst one to team fight with. Its orbs are super easily avoided, and you do go ahead and see, with that, it does look like the BPs are like, we don't even want to be anywhere near this guy. Like, it is too dangerous for us to fight under towers, because the Mortar Punisher is not good at disabling the other team. Again, this we do gotta have Malthil did go die alone, so does do basically 50% more damage with his primary attack. We'll have Massacre. Same talent I take. Therefore, good job, Malthil. I am definitely the barometer for what a good Malthil player is. Please ignore the fact that I've never played him competitively. Alright, almost level 10 on the side of Community Pizza. We are about half a level away. They're trying to go ahead and pick that up. I do have to wonder if we're going... Because obviously Blink Heal will come up for Lagwagon. That will give them a little bit more sustainability. We will go ahead and have the... actually, the Falling... We might see Falling Sword. Because Falling Sword does go ahead and break off roots and everything. So that will be helpful with this very heavy lockdown comp. Though you can't use it all the time. Archangel says, no, keep your claws away from me. Level 10 is online for Community Pizza. We will go ahead and see Black Hole coming from the Tassadar. Rain of Vengeance. Divine Storm. Oh, not Divine Shield. All in on the Stunny Stuns. Dark Conversion. And then Malthil does not know. Malthil, if you go for Last Rites now after you didn't take it in time to get it off that kill, I'm going... Yep, that's exactly what happened. I was going to say I'll make fun of you, but now I don't want to. I already feel like I'm going to get talked to by myself for, talking badly about the players I'm casting. You're not supposed to do that. Nice. Response Poly to go ahead and completely stop Bayonet's assault. But there's the just so much damage coming in. And Gul'dan goes down. Have a look around. Alright. I was like, is Dawn just going for it again? I will stay here to let Dawn. Like, that's not going to happen again. I'm not worried about that. That was very low in a very unique situation. I also think to a certain extent Dauntress actually second guessed himself. He like walked out, but he's like, no, I could probably do it. And I think if he had just committed and stayed in, he would have actually gotten it. A lot of damage onto Shane. Shane going ahead and getting Hopped in the Palfrey. We do have a Shrine active. Tassadar is moving down towards it. This will be a Frozen Punisher. And Tassadar just shreds through this. I'm already up to 6 out of 40 stacks. Here comes most of the rest of the team. Here's the question. Did they did not? I was going to say, did they? But it does look like this guy, we will have an advantage on the Orange Shaman camp. Rage will be pushing through the top lane. There's the Black Hole used on El Grundier. And there is a deep movement by Dauntress. Dauntress needs to be a little bit careful. Does not have a lot of health. But here's exactly what you need. There's the Divine, but the Vala is down. They've lost half their DPS. A lot of damage coming out. Bayonet goes in. Dark Conversion is online. We'll go ahead and heal him up. And Archangel does get taken down. DPS for DPS. There is we got Odin now. Odin doing a lot of damage. Bayonet does not have another Dark Conversion. Not going to be able to stay in this. And here comes Dr. Is it Kreis? I should really know how to pronounce that. We only need 5 more skeletal minions on the side of Rage. And keep in mind that top camp has been going the whole time. And here comes the Frozen Punisher. But there goes Johanna. Last Rites comes in and punches their ticket. You can have Dauntress moving up here. The entire top wall went down in that. Not pushing with the Frozen, a bit surprising. But I guess they did lose their Johanna, so it makes a little bit more sense. And with that being taken care of, we do go and have Ghoul Dan moving up here to support Dauntress. But they have unfortunately already lost the... If they're going for Vala, I don't think they'll get her. In fact, Dauntress might be does actually use that to get out. I don't blame him at all. Like, that Hungering Arrow was about a 50-50 on whether it would go for... Dauntress or Archangel after the next bounce. Lots of damage going down. And also going down is Valhalla. There is quite a bit of damage. Blind comes down. They don't actually have a lot of stuns on the side. Although, I guess, I wonder if Brightwing will hold her poly for Dark Conversion. And the answer appears to be no. As we do have a... Oh, we'll do want to go down. So far, a 4 for 0 on the side of Community Pizza. El Grund... Where are you? What? I mean, that was a very merry chase. But I was actually going to be very impressed if we got out, but I was like, there's no way. Oh no. We do go ahead and have Shane almost gets taken out down below. Was trying to go ahead and commit for that, but got very, very low. But there goes the first fort of the game, followed quickly by the second. They are looking at their last fort, or their opponent's last fort, I guess I should say. Level 17 to level 14, that is a 3-level lead. For those of you that aren't good at math, that does mean the 3 levels that they are doing an extra 12% damage with their abilities, and they have an extra 12% health compared to their opponents. That's a big deal. Lots of sleepy sleeps coming through, but there is the stun coming out on a whole bunch of them. Black Hole comes down, that's going to be killing Brightwing, killing Ghoul Daniel. Alright, there goes the last fort. I was a bit surprised they hadn't taken it already. I'm like, guys, you killed almost all of them? Like, a lot of... I think 3 of them went down in that. I'm surprised they didn't just go up and take it right then. But now they are working on this Arcane Punisher. Arcane Punisher will be pushing down the mid lane. It does look like bottom lane is getting evened out. They're like, well, we're not going to fight them right now. I'm a bit surprised they used Odin for that, but you know what? That will make the defense a little bit more awkward.
Has summoned an arcane punisher.
And there goes the Punisher. They were coming down here and actually looking to like engage upon their opponents, but nothing doing, nothing finding. Big push in the middle lane right now. There's going to be an Arcane Punisher as well as 3. Count them, 3. Actually, the Arcane Punisher may go down before the 3 Khazra Impalers actually arrive. So that may not be everything we wanted. Double stun coming out of Archangel and Lagwagon. But there goes that going down. We still have the Keep staying alive. And level 16s are now online. We do have an even talent here for a little bit, but only for 1 level, because we are at level 19 for Community Pizza. They still retain a 3 level advantage, although honestly it's a 2.1 level advantage. We just happen to be at that golden spot. That's the problem. You cannot be out of position against this team. Like, they see you, they just have so many stuns. Vala has a stun. Uther has a stun. There's a wall from Asleep from Mal'Ganis and a wall from Tassadar. There's just so much stuff stopping them. Alright, there is Johanna. Johanna got a nice people in with that pull. There's a fear coming in, and that is going to be at the end of Vala, most likely. Yep, Vala goes down. This is exactly run it, but nice Divine Storm. K4K does keep up with the bribing coming in, teleport landing, and Dr. Kuze in a lot of trouble. Uther is down, but that means Uther can heal even faster. Now look at him go. Now look at him go. He could heal all the way. Tansador, you beast! Tansador is just like casually beaming the entire enemy team, and it's just like, bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. I'm surprised they're not pushing for a little bit here. Like, I don't think they could end, but they are level 21, and they could definitely get through the shields. Like, they've got 20 seconds before any of their opponents are back. I feel like they I hesitate to say they should be more bloodthirsty because they've killed the opponents 21 times, but they're leaving a win on the table. They could be threatening a win right now. Shrine is active. That will be a frozen Punisher, but they just want to paint the map blue right now. Right now we have 3 Pizza just walking onto the map and being like, well, I like it. I like it. I like the architecture. I like the demonicism. But does it come in blue? I have no idea why I made them slightly French. I'd appreciate it if you just could sort of like forget about that particular caveat. Alright, we are about 9 skeletal minions away from that frozen Punisher marching down bottom lane. Now there is at least a keep in this lane, that's better than nothing.
Blue team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
And here we have moving forward, getting things done. Lots of damage coming out from El Grundier. We do go and have, a lot of damage. Vala has to actually get out of there. Archangel also a little bit low. We do have Bayonet looking for that engage. Odin is popped. Odin is on the battlefield going ahead and just shelling the opponents. Both teams do have level 20. There's the big red button coming out. But the Punisher is looking at Gul'dan. Punisher is not happy with Gul'dan. That black hole is just like following them out. Like, go ahead, get out. Get out the way. A nice spread coming from Ghoul Elite. Do go ahead and make sure the Punisher can't hit too many. And there's Dauntress. Dauntress goes for the kill. Does at least drive them out. They are down to 76%, but they are on the aggression again. We do go and have big polymorph comes out, but here is the attempt to sleep, but no, Bayonet does not actually catch anyone. And this does look like a retreat coming from Community Pizza. They don't want to be here anymore. There is a kill in the ball field. Do we have the Reaper talent? I missed it. I completely missed that winnings were a thing. I was so invested in that fight, and then the game just kind of stopped, and I was like, wait, what? Oh. So well done. I have like universal vision and I missed it. It's way better than 2020, by the way. We do go ahead and have, in terms of damage, Tassadar. Yep. Okay, here's the thing. There were 22 kills in that game. Tassadar was involved in 20 of them. Vala, the other DPS, was only involved in 10. So, just think about that. I just want to point that out. But we do go and have number 1 Tassadar. Vala does come in with 61,000, and Archangel comes in with just shy of 50,000. In terms of healing, Lagwagon buries Uther, but at the same time, I always point this out. Whenever the top 2 damage dealers are on the blue team, the fact that the red healer gets a lot more healing, well, that's where the healing comes from. Like, that's where the damage is. So that's nothing against Darkrise. I bet that's Darkrise and not Dr. Cries. I like Dr. Cries. Can I just keep saying Dr. Cries? Experience-wise, we do have Malthael leading the way, 20,000 experience over the course of the game. Talents, they were up the whole game, but if you want them, here they are. Take them into Storm League, get all of the epic and amazing victories, and I will see you in game number 2 of this best of 5 Fabulous.
A grateful universe.
I said we'd lose. You said we'll do that together too. We lost. You weren't there.
I am inevitable.
Welcome to game number 2. We did have a very decisive game number 1 for Community Pizza, but because of that, I'm actually really glad Aggro Elite said, no, we want map pick. We want to be able to control where this goes because you guys were really good at that map. Let's go to a map that people don't play as often, people that aren't play as well. Let's go to the best dang map in the Nexus gaming series. Here we are on Baraxis Holdout. Once again, we do have a lot of attention being paid to healers. I know, Kitty, I know. I think my co-catster wants to say hi. I did shamelessly steal that term from Crush, and I'm not sorry about it. He's very confused. I moved his whole bed over. He's like, but this isn't where I sit. He was kind of sleeping, and I just came along and said, you know what? You can wake up, and you can say hi to all the people on Twitch. Hi, all the people on Twitch. Want to show them your beans? Beans! Okay, you can go back to bed. Oh, he's demanded my hand for a little bit longer. Okay, let's see. Oh, cat, calm down. So we do go ahead now. Ow! A little bit of a change. We did have Johanna banned out as the third ban, so there are more healers now available. We do have Brightwing is up, just like in game number 1. Deckard also up, was banned out, and is not banned out any longer. We do have Pato coming out on the Junkrat. We will have Tyrael and Deckard being played over on the side of Community Pizza. Vala is taken by Archangel. They do not want Vala going to the other side again. That was not fun for them. I love how I came over here and I'm like, I woke you up, I'm sorry, you can go back to bed. And he's like, no. I'm here for pets now. You woke me up now, so keep petting me. I would gonna have the Tassadar. I do not blame them for banning the Tassadar. The Tassadar was terrifying. They've actually taken away both of the premier DPS. Because keep in mind, last game I kind of like talked bad about Community Pizza for this, but they first picked, like their first and their second pick were Tassadar and Vala, and this time they don't get either one of them. Braxis, hold out. I'm on Braxis, hold out. K4K does come out with the Jaina. They still do need a healer and an offlaner, though. The offlaner will probably be the... I bet the healer will be picked here. You kind of want to hold the offlaner until the very, very last pick, because this is a map where the offlaner matters super much, and if you can establish dominance on the offlane, then you force your team to actually... You force your opponents to be the ones that rotate. I'm surprised you decided to Sylvanas, because that's the thing. A strategy that worked very well is every time they rotate someone out, you just push like mad with Sylvanas. Li Ming does come out for Gerudo King.
For the frozen throne.
Interesting. I have to assume that is an off-lane Tyrael. Is a decent pick. Like, there are certain matchups that Tyrael is very well into. Rexar being one of them. Like, he can heal off autos. It's very hard for Rexar to do much. But that's why we don't have Rexar. Someone tell Crush. Someone go into Crush's stream right now and tell him that Rocket is casting Artanis. See if he just, like, gives up on the cast and comes over. Spoiler alert, he won't. But regardless, we will get into game number 2. Put your points where your mouth is. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you in just a moment. Hello there, guys. Oh, that's weird. I turned the air conditioner on because it's actually hot in here. I have to turn it back off. It is rattling something terrible. It is not having a good time over there. So, guys, I'll be right back and then I'll introduce the teams. I'm going to turn down the heat and then turn off the AC because this is very distracting.
Systems online in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Facility online.
The battle begins!
And we're back. So, looking at things, we do have up in the top lane, we do go in and have the Tyrael, as predicted, is the offlaner, but actually going up against Vala, Archangel coming up here. Like, unexpected. Archangel by playing Vala, and Tyrael, of course, being played by Shane, our Malthael from last game. We have Dauntress playing the Artanis. Lagwagon is going to be on the Brightwing. El Grundier is on Garrosh. Oh. I was like, Garrosh almost got the throw. El Grundier, either throw or don't. I'm sorry, that is a piss or get off the pot moment. He kept running up to the, but not actually throwing. There's the savior throw on K4K, and then Lagwagon is on Brightwing, Dauntress on Artanis, K4K on the Jin. Jin is the one I didn't talk about. We do have on the other side, Pedo is coming out onto the Junkrat. We do have Darker Eyes. I want to say Darker Trees. Is playing the Old Man Deckard Cain. Li Ming is going to be played by Gerudo King, and then Bayonet is going to be playing the Anubarak. Very, very, very close. But again, like the bro was actually used last time, and I was like, oh my gosh, just throw him right now. And I know he wanted to. It was just like a reflex thing. Oh, nice. But unfortunately, Li Ming does have to teleport out. Who all has escaped? Deckard. Deckard's like the premier target for Artanis. Deckard cannot get out if he gets swapped. Pedo can go ahead and like blast himself out.
Claims first blood. Hero slain.
That's going to be tank for tank, although obviously one of the tanks is functioning as an offlaner. Looking at our talents at level 1, do we have? Yes, we do have Protector of Ire coming out on the Artanis. Artanis. Guys, I don't know why you guys are out here fighting. It is 4 versus 3. I need to have a coaching session with all of the people who are worse at the game than me, which granted will be like 8 people, but you know what? Stop going out and engaging whenever your tank is missing. We do go to have this starting to be channeled, which is something. They won't hold it for very... Maybe they will. They actually have to move out. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, would you go and have... Man, Vala is up here farming some Tyrael. This was a really, really good move on the side of the Aggro Ghoul Elites. Like, moving Vala up here... She's getting a lot of stuff, and Tyrael just cannot hold the top point. Like, he can barely move out of the base. Here comes Li Ming, though. Li Ming may change things up. Although not if she announces her presence like that. This is taking away 20% to 42% so far. For those of you who have not seen them, this is the holding pin right up here. That's where the Zergs come out. There's one on the opposite side. There's also, like, dormant ones over here, which obviously that's where, whenever it reverses, it reverses. It is interesting how the entire thing swapped. And there goes Shane. There's an old, like, Western that features Shane as one of the main characters, and all I really know about it is that the main character annoyed the crap out of me because the main character's like this little kid and he's just like, Shane, come back, Shane. I'm just like, oh my god, this is awful. Alright, El Grundier. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows. Is El Grundier the name of the big, like, what is Las Plagas monster in Resident Evil 4? No, that was El Giganto. I don't know what El Grundier means, and that bothers me. Oh, it wasn't also, it was El Gigant? But, you know, basically the same thing. So you go ahead and they put Li Ming up top. I agree with this call. Li Ming will do a little bit better in Davala than Tyrael, certainly. Although Tyrael taking a bunch of damage, Dauntress is going and doing lots of punches, but it's also going to be dead. That is 2 kills to 3. Slight advantage for Community Pizza. Pizza. I haven't had pizza in forever. I should get a pizza. I don't know though. I'm going to BlizzCon and I want to be like Svet and alluring, and like I'm not trying to pick anyone up at BlizzCon, but I do want people to be like, damn, Rocco looks. Alright, we do go and have the bottom camp being taken by Dark Rise. There's a little bit more channeling coming through, making things relatively even. There's the throw-in. Junkrat, but again, Junkrat can't just blast stuff out. It is Deckard you always want to try and get with either the throw. There is Eldrundier right in the middle of the thick of it. Does get stunned, and that's probably going to be an end of Garage. But we do have Lagwagon coming in. That was not as much healing as I thought. Do we actually have Deckard go for... No, I thought Deckard might have gone for the healing, the thing that cuts healing. I think it's the Emerald, gem. What? Alright, we are up so far 90 stacks on the Vala, 100 stacks on the Artanis. Like, they are moving up pretty quickly. Moving on up. Has Vala died yet? She has not. So still has all 5 stacks of whatever that's called. I know it's called Creed of the Hunter, but I forget what the things are called.
Zerg eliminated.
Field researchers, so exciting, they said. Oh, I'll show them some excitement.
That is going to be the end of the Zerg wave. We did have a little bit more value up top. They actually got through the wall and did about 35% of the health of the building, whereas this one barely got touched, maybe only about 10%. Not a big difference, but a difference. Alright, we do go down. There is the Tyrael. Tyrael comes in. Junkrat goes down, as does Brightwing. So it's 1 for 1 so far. Dauntress is about to go down. You don't turn around to the Leaping Orb, Dauntress. Yeah, campus stacks are at 91. Oh, I guess that's an okay, for some reason, in my head, it was like you had a Vala talent that was at 5, but it went down to 4, 3, 2, 1. But I guess it doesn't actually display that, now that I think on it. Is it like a little thing up here that just says, like, to the 5? You're not saying. I love how this team is basically just like, okay, can you beat Vala? No. Okay, can you beat Vala? This is the 3rd try. Tyrael could not beat Vala. Li Ming could not beat Vala. I'll tell you, as an offlaner, this is what makes you feel so amazing. When you're on this map and they keep changing out who they're sending up, and you're just like, look at how much they're struggling trying to deal with me and going to less and less optimal comps just to try and be able to stop me. That's the thing, even if you plateau, even if you like stop being able to on like their second or even better third attempt, and suddenly you don't get a lot of forward momentum, you're still like, this was their third pick, so their 4-man must be suffering. A lot of damage onto Shane. And Shane goes down. We are up to 43 stacks onto Artanis. For those of you that don't know, that means every single auto he does, which includes his W, does do 14% extra damage. Is that Mirror Ball? Okay, not yet. I know Mirror Ball is one of Li Ming's orb builds. I just didn't know which level it was. We have level 10 on both sides. We've seen a lot of stuff going through. Artanis got a little bit... He was in too deep, and he's trying to keep it together. Nice avoidance on that, but unfortunately Artanis still going to go down. So neither team going for boss. This is still up. We did have that checked real quick. Lagwagon trying to hold this off, but it does look like we've got nice back door coming through. Oh, that's gonna be a problem for Shane. Yep, nowhere to go. All just stuck with nowhere to go. Nice. Warbreaker catches 2 people. Garage is going off. Like, goes ahead and slows down a lot of people. Darkrise is super low. But, we're at 98% for community pizzas. Like, they were not going for the objective, and they just barely stopped it in time. But that's the problem. Like, once they finally get it, it's going to be a dead even one. Assuming they're the ones that get it. Alright, there's Li Ming going down. Once again, Artanis puts another cheek of the belt, up to 20% bonus damage. And there is Bayonet. Bayonet does not have Burrow Charge anymore, but there comes Shane coming in, looking for the kill, but K for K. I was trying to think of some K words, but it meant, like, didn't get killed. And nothing came to mind.
The larger attack line is heading towards your base.
Why would you chase after it? So yep, we do go and have that. That was secured. We had the pity Zerg wave down below. Got cleaned up very easily. And it definitely, I think both forts are going down at this point. This one definitely is. And Artanis by himself. Okay, Artanis and Garage by themselves will have a hard time really holding this off. They'll get a little bit done, but there is El Grundier. Lagwagon does come down, but there's the second fort. Alright, we are at level 16 at this point for cleaning pizza. There, no? Where's Mirror Ball? What level is it? Oh, that's very bad. That is Brightwing and Jaina down. El Grundier does not have enough health to go in there. El Grundier, you do not have enough health to go in there. Like, I get the armor thing, but I also get, You've got no health, my friend. Even with armor, it's your end. So this is going to be boss being picked up for community pizza. This game turned around like for a very, very long time. It really felt like Aggro were going like had brought them here and they had the better like comp, better style. Level 16 is now online for the side of Aggro. We'll go ahead and Seasoned Soldier coming out. Force of Will. Oh, interesting. This is a very different build than what I usually go for. Yep, this would be a... Remember, Li Mings, do not face check bushes. This has been a public service announcement from Raka. Nice swap. That swap actually, like, it did... Okay, actually, it might still get a kill. It wasn't really designed to get a kill, though. It was designed to stop that, Oh, Lagwagon? Lagwagon was getting absolutely trounced by, these Goliaths.
Hero slain.
Oh, that is going to be Vala going down. Is that her first death? It might be. Yep, that is Vala's first death, so she's down to 20%. Bonus attack speed. 26% bonus damage on the Artanis. 145 stacks, so almost the 3rd level of the talent. Yeah, Dondras, that's not going to be a victory. I mean, he's staying up for much longer than I thought he would, to be fair. And there is another 100%. We do have the 100% Zerg wave, and even worse, 100% Zerg wave is coming down the bottom of the map. There is no keep here to stop it. And this will get nothing done. Like, the Ultralisk is big and beefy and a little bit scary, but it's the Hydralisk and the Guardian that does the real damage. So when you don't have any, then it makes the Zerg wave largely ignorable. The Zerg wave will probably get this. Oh, we do have a Hydra. See if they are on the core right now. There's the blind coming down onto Valhalla. Valhalla try or onto Anubarak. I was seeing which for a second. Dark Rise does go ahead and move through. Boop. And that's going to be game number 2 on the side of Community Pizza. They did manage to pull that out. Like I said, for a long time, it actually seemed like really Aggro Ghoul Elites were going to take that pretty solidly. But that is not ultimately what we found. Looking at the stats at the end of the game, we do have our number 1 damage dealer is once again Gerudo King, this time on Li Ming. Artanis does come in with 49,000 damage. Like I said, up by the end of the game was up to like 30% bonus damage on autos. And then we do go in and get the Jonkarat coming out with 46,000. In terms of healing, we do go and have Lagwagon leading the way, 82,000 healing. Dark Rise does come out with 58,000, but Dark Rise, you're playing Deckard Cain, so when your healing numbers aren't as high as they could be, that's on your team. Run to the stupid potions. I've played a Deckard. I know how this goes. Vala has got 13,000 in terms of the side soak. Junkrat with 12,000. The actual side soakers, no, not as impressive. talents were coming out here real quick. I will talk about Artanis for a second because like this is it's kind of weird. It's the I do more damage the longer I stay in the fight, and then they took a whole bunch of tank talents in order to stay in the fight longer, which I can see the like allure there. But most of the time, what I see people take is the like that one's okay, but I usually see the increased attack speed and slowing them here, and then this one is the one that increases your attack speed and lowers theirs whenever you swap them. No, that's this. This is the one that you can swap more often as you get autos off. Granted, you weren't in the off lane, so maybe that wouldn't be as valuable, but being able to swap and slow them and just never let someone leave, so toxic for Artanis. But regardless, I will see you in game number 3. Hopefully we do have Rage take the next game, because I don't want to stop casting. Never gonna stop, yeah, never gonna stop. You don't know that's what NGS stands for? True facts, look it up.
Faithless coward. I return.
I stand with you.
Your destiny.
Never cross the Queen.
I hear the wilds call.
Tremble before me.
You always see me like slouching back right when I was coming to, I'm just like, between, I'm just like, ah. And then right as I press the button, I'm like sitting up. I'm like, okay, I've got to be professional now. I've got to get in the proper posture to be able to get my voice to come out correctly. Can you imagine me doing like the super lazy cast? Alright everybody, so it looks like right now we got Stukov going to be banned out. Dragon Shark got no room for Stukov. Alright, oh interesting. We actually have Deckard being banned out by Ghoul Elite. They decided that, okay, yeah, we're going back to banning Deckard. Deckard was a pain. Deckard was toxic now. Again, this is a best of 5, so if Community Pizza does win another match, they have won the series. Alright, interesting. So this time they actually, it was Rhaegar. Rhaegar is allowed through this time. Rhaegar was banned the previous 2 times and is snapped up by Darkrise. Interesting, we have Malfurion. So a lot of banned healers and then a very, very quick pick. I'm actually surprised they picked Malf as early as they did, simply because like Rhaegar had been taken, and I don't think I've seen a Malf ban all series, so I don't necessarily think one was coming.
The crusade calls.
The element of Johanna is locked in. We do have the Zul'jin. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, because the thing is, Zul'jin is very, 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 very dependent on his auto attacks, and so Miss Flashlight herself, Johanna, is one of his direct counters. So taking her off the table is very powerful, extremely powerful, exceedingly powerful, overwhelmingly powerful. There we have Sylvie. Sylvanas, Sylvanas, Sylvanas. I don't know why I'm singing a song about someone who's not in the game. Because yeah, Lini and Sylvanas are removed. Tassar does make another appearance, but this time on the side of really aggro Ghoul Elites. We do also have the Greymane. Now here's the thing to keep in mind. I talked about Greymane and suggested them in game number 1. I have to wonder if they're like trying to take a page from the Rocket playbook. Greymane will do very, very, very well into both Rhaegar and a little less so like Zul'jin if Greymane can get to Zul'jin. Zul'jin does try to stay a little bit further back, but Rhaegar bites in. Like here's the thing, if Rhaegar and Greymane get into a bite fight, Greymane heckin' wins. Way better at biting. Sonya is coming out. So we will have Sonya in the top lane. Dauntress, do you have? Nope.
Glory to the Horde.
I was gonna ask if Dauntress had Rexar, because I love Rexar into Sonya. I will tell you. I will tell you. So no, never mind. It wasn't Dauntress. It was Geo. At one point, like I was on Dragonshire and I went Rexar and Geo went Malfield, and I was thinking, because like Malfield was early in the series. Oh, it was glorious for me. Regardless though, I will go ahead and go into the game, get the predictions up one more time, or hopefully the first of many more times. I do certainly hope that Ghoul Elites comes back. Regardless, I will see you in game number 3. Alright, and here we go into game number 3, representing the blue side of the battlefield. We have Gerudo King coming out here onto the Chromie, the trans hero. Dark Rise is going to come out on Rhaegar. We have Bayonet running around, making some sound on Johanna. We do go ahead and have Shane coming out here on the Sonya and Pato onto the Zul'jin. They are your blue team. They are the Coliseum of Calamity. They are Community Pizza. Opposing them on the orange side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Archangel playing the Grey Daddy. We do go ahead and have Elgrindier on the Diablo, Dibbles. K4K is coming out onto the Tassadar. Lagwagon is on the Malfurion. And then Thrall will be played by Dauntress. They are your orange Battle Masters. They are the Association of Aggression. They are really aggro ghoul elites. Big fight in the middle there. There is a unmoving target. A lot of damage onto the Greymane. Not going to quite get that. Tassadar is going to get a nice blast through there. We do have Tassadar going to go ahead and take static charge at level 1. This is the weirdest talent for those of you that don't play Here's the Storm. Check this out. Here's it by Static Ray. Permanently increases damage by 5 and gain 33% beam charge. And so it's maximum of 200 bonus damage, but it stacks in groups of 5. And I get it so you can very easily tell how much bonus damage it has, but it's also just a weird thing. Tassadar just go down. They went hard for the Zul'jin. They got Zul'jin. They got First Blood. But I'm still not sure that was worth. Man, Malfurion is continuously slowing them down, but there is Archangel says, you know what, I need to not be here anymore.
And lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
There's a lot of pink, blue, and white sand coming down on top of me right now. I am glad they fell back to that, because obviously Archangel's up here taking a camp. Zul'jin's also not here, so I guess it wasn't even fight. But still, like, going in and being aggressive when you're down half your DPS, and they didn't know for 100% fact, I don't think that Zul'jin was over here. They just knew they hadn't seen Zul'jin, but that didn't mean Zul'jin wasn't in this bush. Bayonet is trying for this right now, but there's Tassadar. Tassadar gets a nice catch in the sleep. There is the wall coming out. They're not letting Bayonet go anywhere. And there's the fallback. They don't quite have enough, and their tank did go ahead and hearth back home. We do have 6 stacks onto Yuan-Tox. I do have to say, like, it's not my favorite talent, but it may be my favorite talent name in Here's the Storm. Double Soken coming out of the Johanna. That is exactly how you play against Thrall. Thrall will beat Sonya 1-on-1. I mean, it is a little bit of a skill matchup, but overall, especially after level 7, the Thrall's ability to heal himself without needing a wave just makes it a little bit better. So the way you beat that is just being like, well, Thrall's not as good against a mini wave as I am, so I'll just run around, hit more mini waves, be able to heal better. We have a big rotation up. I was going to say, but that does lead a lot of damage coming in here. Bunch of damage going through. Their nice little wall smash. And yeah, great body. Oh. K4K, you almost didn't let them out. We are currently up to 45 stacks on that Tassadar. That is so unfortunate. I'm pretty sure, like, from where they were standing, they thought they were body blocking. Because you notice the, like, Johanna walked back and forth a second, but could not get around the Diablo. Diablo does have a pretty big hitbox. Is Diablo's hitbox the same at every skin? Because this is obviously a more slender skin. There is El Grenadier. A lot of damage going through. I think, yeah, that is going to be the end of Zul'jin. Definitely cannot. But again, like, these teams are really, really good. And I feel like that the control and the collapse on the side of Ghoul Elite is good. And they're consistently sharing skills. But all they're doing is trading. I don't think they've actually gotten a positive kill. Other than, I mean, you can give it a Thrall there. But it is 5-5. Every time they get a kill, they lose someone in recompense. And that's going to get worse because looking at their kills, 3 of their 5 kills have been against Zul'jin, and Zul'jin is going to get Tazdingo. I mean, he could go Guillotine, but he should get Tazdingo. Alright, just go ahead and Amani Resilience, get a little bit of healing. We have Dark Rise moving up. Archangel trying to go ahead and stop that. I do think the body block and the interference will go ahead, and we're going to have a Shaman turn into a Dargon.
The fire comes for you.
Going through, getting a lot done. We do go ahead and have K4K moves up here. Tries to get a little bit of free stacks onto the Dragon Knight. Oh, but that's a bad place for K4Ks to be. Nice punt. Lands them right into the middle of danger. Alright, that is going to be another... Like I said, after level 7, because here's the thing, if you don't know, Thrall gets this talent at level 7. So that was nice. That was a 3-for-1 in favor of the Aggro Ghoul Elite. First time they've really gone up. They still are slightly behind on the kill count, but at least they've successfully pushed this back, and the Thrall is going to town. Because here's the thing, at level 7, Thrall gets this ability, which you consume stacks in order to gain... 15% of your max, do 15% of your opponent's max health, and then heals Thrall for 150% of that. And it really makes it hard for Sonya to actually get ahead. Sonya can, do we take Leap here, or do we take, nope. I was gonna say Leap makes it almost impossible for Sonya to win that. Not 100% impossible, but very, very, very close. Wrath of the Berserker does let Sonya fight back, and just the raw damage output she does let her actually be a continual threat. Now we do go for the Aggro Ghoul Elite moving up, staying within the range of the Mercenary camp. That it does give them some spell protection and cause their opponents to do less damage. Lagwagon needs to be a little bit careful. Here comes the cavalry. There's the lead coming down onto Lagwagon, who I just told to be careful. That, I believe, was the Blessed Shield coming out of Johanna when secured the people. El Grenadier taking a bunch of damage. They are on the hunt. They are hunting high and low, and they do go ahead. They get the devil himself. They are hunting high and low. By the way, there's a mercamp in the top lane. Chromie killed a June again. We do have Dauntless moving up here to stop this from getting too much free value. Meanwhile, the rest of the blue team is going ahead and taking their stuff. Taking their lunch money. A little bit unfortunate. I think if Shane had moved forward into range of this, then this guy would have seen him and started throwing rocks. But they do need to have vision of it.
Control both shrines, and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
Alright, and once again, Sonya was... So Sonya's still doing the thing where you're trying to double soak and get ahead of the Thrall, but that's just letting Thrall push and push and push and push and push.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And that will be the first fort going down. Looking at our level 10 talents, as I haven't actually talked about yet, we do go and have Slowing Stance. We've seen Blessed Shield, Ancestral, Leap, and Dingo. On the other side, we do go ahead and get Black Hole, Sundering, Tranquility, Lightning Breath, and go for the throat. I was wondering if we could get the Cursed Bullet. There's Dingo coming out. We do go and have a Dragonite coming out on the side of the Ghoul Elites. Oh, I lost something. One second. Okay, back. I lost my preview monitor. Can't press a button, but we do go and have this going down. Nice stop onto the Thrall. That was interesting right before a charge. That is going to be once. These teams are so good at trading. Right now we do have, for the first time this series, a clear advantage for really aggro Ghoul Elites. They do go ahead, they've taken out 2 of their opponent's forts. They do have occasional catapult pressure and experience coming down both of those lanes. Both teams are going to go ahead and putting pressure on the top lane, but obviously the pressure coming from Ghoul Elites is going to be a little bit stronger because they have catapults, but opponents don't. That would be the question. If Chromie stays up here and actually kills off this camp, then this will do more than just the catapults will, and give them positive pressure in this lane, at least for a little bit. And that does seem to be the plan as she goes in and starts taking this stuff out.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking.
Yep, and with them dead, Guru King does go ahead and move up. Still has 20 seconds until this is done. That does mean the rest of the blue team's in a little bit of a disadvantage. Not just trying to chase this down, but will not be able to do so. Oh, nice leap in. We do have a kill. This could actually be really bad. This is, because this is, keep in mind, as I mentioned, with Chromie up top, this was an advantage for really aggro Ghoul Elites, but with one person down, it's now an even fight. They're looking at El Grundier, excuse me. I forgot the D. Irony. Alright, that is going to be a kill onto Rhaegar. Dauntless does move back. Just go ahead and have to use that in order to heal up. And this is an advantageous situation for really aggro Ghoul Elites now. Oh, Pato barely gets out. But Pato is just like, here's the big fight. Big night. But both of these two are dead. They're not getting out of here. And that's going to be a 3-for-1 in favor of the Ghoul Elites. Tassadar, you need to go north. But yeah, that's coming. Oh, this is gonna be close. They need to be right there ready for it. No, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. But they might get it here. This is being channeled back, but no one is mid. Thrall, get yourself to mid. No, Chromie will be there to interrupt and intercept. But possibly to her own destruction. All right, we're now 14 all in terms of kills. But we do have a level 20 advantage on the side of really aggro ghoul elites. That is going to like empower them and help them. But Pato trying to go ahead and get out of here. There's the unkillable, but definitely do not have enough time to get any kills. I think this is very possibly going to be the first point. We do have a lot of people in the middle. Lagwagon actually used Tranquility. I'm not sure they meant to. Alright, a lot of pressure bottom lane. We still have these same two keeps down, although the top keep has now been taken down as well, so top keep is relatively even. Bottom pressure is still very much in favor of the aggro ghoul elites. Moving in real quick, we do go and there is the Ancestral Healing coming out. K4K, very low. Does manage to get out, but does not have a lot left. We do go and have Bayonet goes through, blind, it goes and lands, does not do a whole lot, but there is a kill onto the Rhaegar. We do have Bayonet gets taken out by the Greymane going in there. Shane tries to jump in. There is the actual on-purpose Tranquility. There is a sleeping Troll goes ahead. There is a flip. We do have a kill onto the Thrall, trying to go in, lots of damage, but that is going to be a kill onto... that's actually a 2 for 2, at least at that position of the battlefield, but now we're left with just Gerudo King, and there is a dragon, and a knight in one body. Okay, that was some weird pathing, my friend. Here's all the damage coming out. The dang old damage. Red team has destroyed a fort. I agree. So that is going to be continue. That's a really bad lane. Because here's the thing. The fort here is still up, so every single wave now has a catapult with it, and not a single wave has a catapult to return. They'll get outnumbered very quickly. But speaking of getting outnumbered, here's a big push in. El Grindier, there is a nice black hole to go ahead and keep them in place. There's the final fort. Only 2 keeps remain on the side of Community Pizza. That's not a red... Oh, red team has destroyed a fort. The red team didn't lose a fort because I didn't listen. I don't know how to, like, use my ears. We do go and have a lot of ult use, but they're actually used right after the camp is taken, so they're at a little bit of a disadvantage for this fight because they are taking some damage from the giants that are still there. And boom, I want you in my room. That is a triple kill. Now Diablo can come right back, so it will only be 2 people down, but Diablo does have no souls because he's a ginger. That was mean, I'm sorry. I remember when I was a kid, there was always the like ongoing joke that gingers have no souls. But I think actual redheads get really tired of that, so I apologize.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is taking damage.
My core is taking damage. Should get cleaned. Okay, yeah. There are 2 catapults on the core, but they will get cleaned up before too long.
There must
The shields
always
should not
be a
actually
dragon
fall.
knight. But will it be you?
Now if they had people in position, they could go ahead and get these real quick. But it does look like Malfurion and Testar are coming back right about now. And boom, Sonya becomes a dragon. Sonya is a dragon.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
So all 3 forts are now down for really Aggro Ghoul elites, and the Dragon Knight is marching forward, trying to decide where he wants to go next. Everyone is back up, so this is not a easy push right now. Like, obviously they want to use the Dragon Knight's health pool and do what damage they can. I do not suspect this fort to go down, not unless some of the people do. There is the Arya Crater is very interesting to me. It's not something I see very often, and that is a double kill. We do go and have Rhaegar going down for the Greymane. There's a kill onto Diablo and a kill onto Sonya, so it's 3 versus 3. We do have both DPS and a tank up for the side of Beauty Pizza. On the other side, we do go and have the healer is still alive. That does give them an advantage in a prolonged team fight. Dodgers, be careful!
Blue team's core is
Yeah,
under attack.
like they did have to go back to do like this. That is a triple catapult. That would have definitely gotten through shields, but not an issue anymore. It does look like all 10 members are up right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now.
The shrines awaken once more. Who will wield the Dragon Knight's ancient strength?
Alright, nice takeout. Again, I'm still not sure about the Aryak Crater. I'm not sure it was needed for that. Oh, Archangel may have gone the wrong way. This is starting to crumble a little bit. I kept calling for a really Aggro Ghoul elite victory, but now they're down 2 people, and they will be down for 50 seconds. The shrines are up, and we have another Dragon Knight that will be coming out most likely for the blue team in just a second. It does look like they're moving to contest top lane. But they cannot contest it in time.
I tried to save this realm. Now it burns.
It'd be funny if Zul'jin's like bonus damage here actually applied to the Dragon Knight's attacks.
Hero slain.
Alright, we do go now. Crowley does get taken out by a flanking thrall. Dodger's going to take that. That is going to give an advantage to the Aggro Ghoul elites on this. But there goes. Now mid lane is in favor of Community Pizza, and both teams do now have an open path to the core. Try not to do what it can. I don't think they'll even get through shields here, though. It's a little embarrassing, Sonya. So yeah, now here's the exact opposite situation. Only every third wave in the middle will have a catapult for the side of really active Ghoul elites, but every single wave has one here. So it's like orange wants to push the bottom lane, blue wants to push the mid lane. Top lane might be in a little bit of trouble. I don't think this will fall, but I think the tower will. Lots of damage coming through. K4 getting down about 50%. They are looking. There is a flip onto... oh, Rhaegar in a bad position. We'll go and get fricasseed by that... tests are going down again. A healer for DPS. There is the Taz Dingo coming out, trying to go in, and Lagwagon does go down. Going to be followed almost immediately, but there is the Apocalypse, who then gets that taken care of. Once again, 3 for 3. These teams are so good at trading, but here's the problem. You're good at trading, but you're starting to get pushed in a lot of different lanes. Because right now, Diablo and Greymane, it's actually taking a DPS on both sides at this point.
Harness the power of sun and moon. Put an end to this cursed realm.
So that is a pretty big and scary push at the bottom. I don't know if they want to push with it. Okay, yeah, Chromie does back out. I do not blame her. There is Shane back on the battlefield. Zul'jin popping up right now. Guys, you're back? Someone report Shane AFK?
The flame cleanses all.
Yes, this is a bit of a problem. Archangel is going ahead and hearthing back. Going to be available for this defense. Is yet they coming?
The red team's core is in peril.
It certainly is. They are pushing into it right now. The Dragon Knight is already down, but this is a 27-minute Dragon Knight. It does a ton of damage, and all it really needs to do is use that extra health bar. But nice black hole. Catches 2 people. There's the unkillable. But oh my gosh, this core is just taking so much damage. And boom, there we go. I really thought we were going to get game 4. I'm mad now. But let me go ahead and see if I can get an interview right quick. 1 second. Screen will go dark. Don't panic. Alright, and while I wait to see if anyone joins me, let me go ahead and bring back the video. We do go ahead and have, Chromie does lead the way in damage, 114,000, with Zul'jin with 113,000. It was 26 kills to 25, ladies and gentlemen. That was a bloodbath. Not as much damage coming from the red team, but nearly as effective. These teams just kept knocking each other down. You almost never had a clean victory anywhere. Do go ahead and have in terms of that ever important healing. Oh, it looks like I'm joined by Gerudo King. Hello, hello.
Good evening. Welcome back.
Welcome back to you as well. First of all, how are you feeling right now?
Oh, we feel pretty good. It was a solid series.
That last game, oh my god. I am a little mad at you because it really looked like I was going to get a game 4, and then you're like, nope.
No. We pulled our pants back up, and we said it's enough. Let's end this. And we got our ish together.
So looking at game number one was, of course, the Infernal Shrines. That was the map you picked, and it definitely felt like you went in with a very, very, like, decisive strategy. I was a little surprised, because it felt very... You went with Uther as a healer, alongside a lot of, like, heroes that need a lot of burst healing, which doesn't usually work out. What was the thought process there?
I think that was our Mal'Ganis game, and we just wanted to make sure that we had a dive buddy for Mal'Ganis and that they could, swing through together. Our tank and our healer are an incredible duo, so, let them do their thing, and we follow up on it. I'll take their front line any day, and we do love bonk hammers.
Well, it definitely. I mean, it was very, very obvious even from the beginning. It's like, oh, this is the you don't get to move forever comp.
I think we kind of like strung that together almost kind of on accident there. We just kind of like I've found the Tassadar build I really like, and it just kind of all the strings came together. But we sure did make sure some people couldn't move for quite some time at times. So
Yeah, I was okay. I'm glad you said that, because I was like, so being that that's the case, why Mal'Ganis and not a Nubarak? Because he's so.
Our tank's just incredible. I've seen him pull some real weird stuff on Mal'Ganis and get out of things that he shouldn't get out of. And we figured it was a best of 5, so let's throw something at them that they haven't seen out of us yet. So, spook them up a bit. And we knew that a Nubarak was going to be a contested pick, so I didn't really want to bank on that.
It's interesting you say that, because he didn't show up the entire series.
I think we were thinking about it at one point, and then we kind of... No, we took a noob in game 2, right? Yeah, we had a noob in game 2. Almost positive. I don't know. It's all a blur.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I do remember. I remember a cocoon.
Yep.
Speaking
Vala
of game
was
2,
hanging out at the end of the Nexus in her warm, embracing cocoon.
Speaking of game 2, that was, of course, on Brax's Holdout, the best map in NGS.
Well, we can agree to disagree, but it gets points because it's StarCraft.
Absolutely.
That's what it gets in my book.
It's StarCraft, and it's not Warhead Junction.
God, if we just had somewhere in between, just if there was one that was in between those, it'd be great. But yeah, Braxis. We don't usually like Braxis. I still don't like Braxis.
You did play very well, but again, I feel like my mental like cliff notes for the series is game 1, Mini Pizza does kind of dominates the whole game. Game 2, really aggro, dominates the early game, and then Community Pizza brings it back around mid game. Game 3, really aggro, dominates the entire game until the very end. So it's a good thing this is not a best of 7, because based on that trajectory, they were going to start winning in game 4.
Listen, I know a lot of people don't follow Div E that closely, but those that do know that you can't put Community Pizza in a corner, because that's when we're at our fiercest. So, if you think you're gonna close out a game, you got another thing coming. We mount some hella defenses at our cores.
There are a bunch. I never got an answer to this. I got a very, very somewhat lame answer. What kind of pizza did you make tonight?
Well, I mean, I didn't make pizza, but I am a fan. I get some nice thin crust pizzas because I'm on a health journey and a weight loss journey, and I get some nice thin crust pizzas that actually totaled up just under 1,000 calories per pizza. So I bake it, I fold it up, and it's like a burrito. So I can eat a whole pizza and not feel like a tubby.
Yeah, I was talking about I need to buy a pizza, but I need to get thin crust for the same reason, because I'm going to BlizzCon, and I have to look good for it to make everyone jealous.
There you go. You go for it. Live your best life. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks, so I'm there with you.
So, moving on to Game 3. Game 3 was, of course, on Dragonshire. Game 3 was a rush. It felt like maybe 2 times in the entire game, and of course the entire game had over 50 kills, but only 2 times do I feel like that one team had a decisive win over the other. They're just continuously kept being like, okay, big clash. Okay, they went back. Both sides lost 3 people. Both sides lost 4 people. Like, you guys were so good at trading.
I think we stalled a lot because we didn't have a good answer for Thrall on the map. I think they played around having the top lane prio really well, and we just could not answer it. I think, and I where I think we started to come back was when they started to 5-man death ball, and then we were able to 5-man in return, and I think that's when we were able to start clawing our way back into it.
Well, you definitely did make it back in. Because like by the end, it just kept being Dragon Knight after Dragon Knight after Dragon. Like it felt like a Zerg wave of Dragon Knights with how regularly they were coming out.
You know, we were going to get to that core by hook or by crook.
Last question. Actually, I guess second to last question, because BJ and Co in chat did ask if you have any 6 strategies you want to disclose for the finals.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. They have some shady platinum ranked players on their team, and I don't know if our strategy is going to be anything more than to just get absolutely wrecked as we all have all season. And nothing's felt close. So we've got to go to the workshop. We've got to come up with some spicy stuff. I don't want to say that our best game against them was where we first picked Valera, because that sounds like some real nonsense, but it sure was. So you know, we've got a task ahead of us for sure.
All right, and then the actual last question. What made you guys decide to name your team Community Pizza?
Oh, well, how long do we have? So many moons ago, a couple, we were having, actually it was a birthday celebration for myself and a number of friends there. It was in the wee early 20s, and well, your glorious Captain Grudo King here chose to get very violently blackout drunk, and during the party at some point, I think we usually like to have pizzas and stuff around, and there's video evidence somewhere on the internet. It's hidden and locked away at this point, but there's video evidence of memories I don't recall anymore. I had the last slice of pizza, and I think we were FaceTiming with a friend of mine, and he was on the TV, and I was trying to feed him the pizza through the TV, and I was shouting about it being community pizza, and like I was trying to offer it to everybody, but I wouldn't let anybody have it. And so later that week, I think we queued up for a 5-man game of League, and some of my more sober companions from that party was like, our team name should be Community Pizza, because we all like pizza, and we can all remember when our good friend Gerudo King doesn't remember anything about his life. And so it's just kind of stuck. And then our team logo is, of course, a beautiful screenshot of the Mary-Kate and Ashley live-action show movie from the 2000s, where they put anything on the pizza. And if you haven't seen that music video of Put It on the Pizza, I highly recommend it. It comes 10 out of 10 stars. They put everything on the pizza.
That is so much of a better story than I was expecting. So thank you.
I unfortunately I'm never in a position to let people down. It's always a glorious tale. Like I said, the evidence is gone.
So
only to be resurfaced when the sands of time whittle away the internet.
Actual last questions. I thought of one more. Why is Ganondorf the best character in Legend of Zelda?
Ocarina of Time. Hello. He is persistent. He will never give up. Look how many times he loses. And he's not a whiny baby about it. Like Bowser, we love Bowser, but Bowser could be a whiny baby. He's teamed up with Mario and Luigi a couple times. He's kind of flaky about it. Bowser's still a gangster, but I mean Ganondorf is he's going to keep trying, and he almost wins. Like he won for 7 years in Ocarina of Time. It's fair. He won. I mean, and then some time magic, silly mumbo jumbo.
Well, yeah, in Link to the Past, he got the Triforce. Like,
yeah, he's won multiple times. He gets ganked. He gets unfairly ganked by some nonsense. So, he don't take no shit.
What I'm hearing is he's a winner with a crippling lack of plot armor.
That's it, you know? If he could respawn 200 times like Link does in every game we play, whew, I think Ganon wins.
So those are actually all my questions. Let me turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Well, I have one question for you, and this is kind of a staple I've been doing, so I want you to make sure I thought about this. If you could add one final hero to the game, who would you choose?
Mirahan, no question.
Okay. That's would she be like another Abathur type person?
Oh, absolutely not. What she would be, I've thought about this. First of all, I am obsessed with Mirahan, but she would be kind of based on the Reaper from StarCraft 2. She would have like jump jets that could go obviously over terrain, but then as it went, it would also drop little bombs. So it was kind of like, if you imagine like a Nubrax charge, except over the team, and it would be dropping mines as it went.
I dig it. I mean, I was a fan of Spectre. I think we could have gotten a Tosh or Lady Vaj, but I dig it. Reaper would be fun. Hell yeah. But in hindsight, shout outs to my team. They are very looking forward to our finals match. To have their skills tested. And to you for casting. Well, I would shout out BJ and Co, but they haven't done a good job of casting us this season, so they get a little bit of a. But we love them. And then everyone in Divi, it was a great fun to play with everyone when everyone's schedules mishmashed and we could make it happen. But otherwise, it was a good season, and we'll see what happens when the finals come around. And you know what? It might not even be first place. They haven't played yet, right? Go Dragon Ball Z.
I was going to say, yeah.
Upset.
Yesterday, I was watching Crush, and the 8th seed beat the 1st seed. Like, stranger things have happened.
I'm rooting for the underdog here. We'll do it.
Last thing I will say before we sign off, just to like inject some copium into the conversation, don't say if another hero. Like, we do have the new CEO of Blizzard who has just publicly said, yeah, developers want to go back to like previously sunset titles. I'm all for that. Do it. So
you can continue to huff that copium and drink the hopium all you want. I will not share your optimism, but if I would love nothing more than to play my Blizzard Heroes MOBA.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it's more likely now than it was a month ago.
Well, we can... As long as there's hope and there's players, who knows what the future holds for us.
Absolutely. But I'll let you go to the after party. It is late, especially for me. So enjoy.
All right.
Look forward to seeing you in the finals.
Thanks again. Take care.
You as well. And with that, let me go over it. Let me see if I think Peldor is still streaming. We're going to go find out. So I'm going to go raid him, say hi, and as always, thank you for being here. See you next time, and be awesome.